Sean Combs, aka Diddy, was arrested in New York City on Monday. Diddy, who is the owner of Bad Boy Records, was taken into custody after a grand jury's indictment and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
Now, for the past year, YouTube sensation The Art of Dialogue and former P. Diddy bodyguard Gene Deal have spoke of these alleged freak-off sessions in detail on YouTube.
It's a freak-off session, right? She said it's a freak-off session. If she says a freak-off session, brother, she ain't the only one freaking off. The prostitute ain't the only one freaking off. Old boy is freaking off also.
Was he doing this back then, these freak-off sessions, when you were security? Because I'm looking at this lawsuit, and that's what they would call it, freak-off sessions, when, Cassie, she'll have sex with the male prostitute while he'll masturbate.
Bruh, I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, just in the instant when people got it confused when I said, when he was in the room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room. Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky until Ja came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on. So I guess that was one of those freak-off sections.
In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting.
Now, in a recent episode, The Art of Dialogue asked Gene Deal why he thought none of Diddy's friends or contemporaries have came to his defense yet. And Gene Deal's answer kind of echoed the same sentiment that the prosecution had.
How you feel about all the people that's wondering why haven't any of Diddy big name friends came out to defend him?
Because either two things that I believe. Either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, or they scared that it may mess up their brand. See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was sex trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was one of those people that was called for sex trafficking. We don't hear a lot about it because he gave up the company, he did what he was supposed to do, and he became Ghost. But now you see they trying to do the same thing to Puffy. They trying to make him or hip-hop the face of sex trafficking like they was going to do the WWF at one time. Because that was a big story. So a lot of his people that know him, a lot of the people that been in those parties and seen probably some unscrupulous shit that went down and was like, ooh, I was there. I hope they don't got me on tape. They feeling a certain way. So they're not going to speak on nothing until they've been approached with something. You got to realize when Homeland Security get their evidence together, they're going to send agents out. You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're going to want to know. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to send investigators out. They're going to send people out for anybody that they can get some information from to help their case. So those celebrities ain't going to say nothing.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
I think that the celebrities that may be worried is because what Lil Rob said. Lil Rob said in his affidavit that Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, yo, bro, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs or little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras.
Now, according to Diddy's lawyer, he's still in high spirits and vows to keep fighting until Diddy is a free man again.
We're going to keep fighting. We're going to fight till we get him out.
Were you offended that they were comparing this case to like R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein?
Nothing offends me. I've been a defense lawyer too long to be offended by anything.
What kind of help do we expect Diddy to get? Are we talking about rehab or?
About what was the question?
What kind of help are we expecting Diddy to get? Rehab or?
He's getting help, you know, and he's gonna do what he needs to deal with the situation.
What was the first thing that he said to you after he realized that he was going back to jail tonight?
I'll see you tomorrow.
What is this adjustment going to be like for him?
The adjustment is going to be. He's never complained. You know, he spent the night sleeping on a cement bench yesterday. Didn't complain. Said, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy I'm in New York.
Are you worried about his safety? Is that why you guys wanted him out, or?
No, I want him out because he should be out.
So safety's not an issue.
No, safety's not an issue. He should be out. He deserves to be out. It's the United States. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Now, as you can see, this circus is just getting started. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think Diddy is innocent? Do you think he's being railroaded? Or do you think he's guilty? Haas, holla, peace.